feeling when you're trying to get to your destination, that you're driving to your destination and you could be late, and you seem to get every red light? That feeling of frustration, that red light after red light after red light, where you just need to be where you want to be, but you keep being stopped along the way. That's the feeling I felt back in 2008 when I was working to open up my pole dancing for fitness studio in Oakville called PoleFit Nation. And I had this idea of creating a space where women can come together and we can work on our pole moves and get strong and fit and take on the world, because that's how I felt when I started to take pole dancing classes. You see, I started when my boys were very little, and I was a stay-at-home mom. I had taken a break from work, and I took a class as a dare, because good mamas don't do the pole. But I fell in love with it. And I soon took class after class after class. And I eventually lost over 40 pounds. And I found curves that I haven't felt in a long time. And I found biceps that I never knew I had. So I wanted to create a community and a space where other women can feel that same way. And so I went to my town, and I was searching for place after place after place after place. And landlord after landlord after landlord after landlord kept turning me down. All these no's. So one day in June 2008, it was the last chance, the last meeting with this group of landlords. Here I was at the table with these three big men. Three big older men. Three big older men that kind of reminded me of The Godfather. And they started asking me all these questions, like, is it really pole dancing you're going to be teaching? Are you really the business owner? Do you really think this business is going to be successful? I left that meeting and got in my car, and I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders. And within 5 minutes of driving away, I got the phone call from them. We are sorry, but we do not want to give our space to you because we do not believe that you are going to be successful. So I came to this stoplight, and I sat in my car, and I could feel my eyes start to burn, and I could feel the weight of everything. My heart started to beat, and I decided I couldn't go any longer. So at this red light, I decided to call my old employer and ask for my job back. You know, it wasn't that bad of a job. It was okay. It was fine. I liked it, but I didn't love it. So as I sat at this really long light, I had to make a decision. But off to the corner, there was this, on the corner unit of this building, a for rent sign. And in the for rent sign, there was this phone number. And I passed by this building many, many times in my travels. Whenever I go out driving around Oakville trying to find space, I'd pass by this spot all the time. But it was a big spot. And I always assumed there was no way I could afford that space. So I always would pass it by. And now here I am at the world's longest light, making a decision. Do I call my employer? Or do I call this phone number? The light turned green. I learned that day that we are often so close to achieving our dreams, of reaching that goal. But we often give up because the journey is too much to bear, the weight of the journey. And we give up due to disappointment or perceived failure. I pulled my car over and I called the first number that came to mind. And it was the number on the for rent sign. That was 10 years ago. And had I called my old employer, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy these 10 years of seeing people grow strong and fit and confident. There never would have been two-time Canadian Pole Fitness Masters champion. There never would have been this moment on this stage. You never realize how close you are. Sometimes it's just one more phone call.